There are allegations, sir. There are allegations na na-pressure sila. I think there are allegations na na-pressure yung mga
ayun, no? Kaya sinulipon ko na lang. May presto din, no?
Binisang sinasagot. Di ba kuya, tinanong mo siya, sir? Nanakot. Sabi niya,
may presto din siya guys. Ongoing? Oo, ongoing. Ha? Presto na lang.
Ay, cellphone!
Baba pa. Parang vlogger yan. Masyado mataas eh. Yan, baba. Yan. Parang vlogger eh.
Ma'am, your reaction po na we now have a new Senate President, new Senate leader.
Sorry?
Your reaction po na finally we have a new Senate President, new leaders po.
Very happy to be back to work. Kaya nagpapasalamat din ako kay Senator Joel Villanueva for joining us in putting the household of the Senate back in order. So naihalal na namin si Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian at si Senator Tito bilang SP Pro Tempore. Nakapanumpa na rin si Majority Leader Migs. And kita nyo naman sa unang kalahating araw pa lang ng special session, napaka-productive muli ng Senado. I'm so happy na na-approve na on second reading ang Magna Carta of Barangay Health Workers at umaasang mamayang hapon sa pag-resume namin ay gayon din maiusad namin yung anti-hospital detention bill at yung anti-online sexual abuse and exploitation of children amendments bill. So very, very happy to be back to work at maisaayos yung aming bahay.
Ano masasabi niyo lang din, walang attend from the minority?
I thought na kung hindi man lahat, na at least some of them would attend. So umasa sana ako doon. It was, again, a sad thing, a disappointment na wala sila kanina. Dahil tungkulin naman naming lahat ng mga senador, whether sa majority o sa minority, na dumalo, no, lalo na sa isang special session para isettle yung usapin ng liderato, iusad yung mga bills na nabinbin ng 5 linggo na. Mabuti, I hope some of them will be participating sa Commission on Appointments hearings at plenary ngayon para dinigin at kumpirmahin yung mga karapat-dapat na national defense and diplomatic appointees.
Ma'am, your message to them na lang po, siguro, sa minority. Your message na to men na lang sila.
Well, isa kasi sa sponsor din kaninang mga resolution ay para patuloy na suportahan yung relief at saka rehabilitation ng ating mga kababayan sa Mindanao. And meron namang standing na panawagan kami sa majority, sa mga kasama sa minority na sabi namin, let the whole Senate stand with Mindanao. So sinimulan na namin mag-ambag ng tig-1 buwang sweldo. That is a standing invitation sa mga colleagues namin sa minority. And moving forward, lalo na po settled na yung issue ng paghalal ng Senate President after we declared all seats vacant a few weeks ago. So now the Senate is in order and dapat sana kaming lahat sa buong Senado, lahat ng senador, majority at minority ay magkaisa at least dun sa basic na balik trabaho po kaming lahat sa mga bills, sa pagpapatuloy ng mga investigasyon tulad sa flood control scam sa ilalim ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Ilang buwan na lamang ay tatrabahuhin namin muli ang isa pang higit pa na transparent at accountable na budget at syempre yung trial proper ng impeachment trial.
Pero ma'am, yesterday nag-file sila sa Supreme Court questioning yung nangyari noong June 3. So will the Senate really be in order? Anong mangyari?
The Senate is in order. We haven't heard kung magsasalita ba ang Korte Suprema tungkol sa kasong iyon, and if so, kung ano yung magiging ruling nila. We will cross the bridge when we get there, if we get to that bridge, with all due respect sa isang separate at co-equal branch. And at the same time, as a separate and co-equal branch din, bahagi ng Kongreso, andito na nga yung mga counterparts namin mula sa House para sa Commission on Appointments, the Senate will continue its work. We are very glad to be back to work at kami po ay magsisipag sa aming trabaho, habulin yung mga nabingbing trabaho nung nakaraang 5 linggo at patuloy na magsilbi sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na't sa patuloy na gera sa Middle East at oil crisis.
Sen, paano kung hindi kayo bothered dun sa petition?
No, karapatan naman ng kahit sinong mamamayan, nagtatrabaho man sa gobyerno o hindi, na dumulog sa ating Korte Suprema. Pero today, 100% confident ang Senate na kumbaga we are back to work, we are back in business, the business of legislation, at ibubuhos po namin ang aming sarili dyan.
Sen, paano kung hindi magparamdam yung minority bloc? We're nearing 2 weeks na lang from the impeachment trial. Paano po ang epekto nito?
Sorry, ano yung first part?
Hindi pa po, paano po kung hindi magparamdam ang minority bloc, malapit na pong impeachment trial?
Well, ngayong araw pa lamang ay nagpaparamdam na sila, lalahok sa Commission on Appointments. It seems, kasi inelect na rin po nila, sinabit na po nila yung mga miyembro ng minority para sa Commission on Appointments, pati Senate Electoral Tribunal. So I expect lalahok nga sila sa CA hearings at plenary ngayon. As for yung impeachment trial, lahat po naman kami ay bago itong leadership change ay nanumpa na bilang senator judges. So, naniniwala ako na kahit yung mga kasama sa minority ay naghahanda ring maging impartial senator judges.
Bakit position nyo about the numbers? Do we need to lower the threshold from 16 to 24 to what?
Sa impeachment trial, matter po yun na pag-usapan ng impeachment trial court mismo. Hindi po sa Senate bilang legislative body.
Personal view.
May mga lumilitaw na ilang mga legal opinions, pina-finalize din namin yung amin sa opisina ko bilang magiging senator judge din po ako. And at the right time, the impeachment trial court will have to tackle and settle that issue. I'll be ready.
Can Senator Jinggoy participate in the trial kung given his suspension for your personal opinion? Can he participate?
Baka usapin din yan para sa impeachment trial court dahil ang malinaw pa lamang sa ngayon ay yung suspension bilang senador. So probably mas proper na yung korte ang magtalakay kung may implikasyon ba at kung mayroon, anong implikasyon sa isa namang senator judge.
Ma'am, comment lang sa win rate. Ma'am, comment lang sa win rate. Kasi comment lang sa win rate. On social media, initiate ka sa si Senator Win, ma'am. Baka lumakas dahil nga ngayon Senate President at Senator.
Senate President Gatchalian is strong on his own merits. Lahat po kami sa majority really fought para mahalal namin siya ngayong araw. Kung may mga kababayan tayo na natutuwa sa akin, natutuwa kay Senate President, at dahil doon mas interesado sila sa trabaho namin at trabaho ng buong Senate, nagpapasalamat ako sa kanila. So hello sa mga winners, please ipagpatuloy nyo yung pagsubaybay at pagsuporta sa trabaho ng Senate.
Yung may
Ang baka.
Saan nga nag-interview? Hindi gumagalaw yung camera.
Member pa po siya. Wala.
Never na naging practical yung business reaction. Tumawid.
The plenary session of the Commission on Appointments is in special session of the 20th Congress is hereby called to order. May I call on Senator Risa Hontiveros to kindly lead us in prayer.
Sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Manalangin tayo. Mapagmahal at maawaing Diyos, nagtitipon po kami sa diwa ng Ebanghelyo ngayong araw. Batid na lahat ay inyong nakikita. Dalisayin ninyo ang aming mga intensyon at ipagkaloob sa amin ang pagpapakumbaba na hanapin hindi ang pagkilala, kundi katapatan sa katotohanan at responsibilidad sa lahat ng aming gagawin. Habang tinutupad namin ang aming mga responsibilidad, gabayan niyo po kami ng karunungan at discernment sa lahat ng aming mga deliberasyon at desisyon na naglilingkod sa taong bayan. Tulungan niyo po kaming manatiling focused sa kung ano ang makatarungan, tapat at totoo, nang sa gayon ang aming trabaho ay mapalakas ang public trust at itataguyod ang dignidad ng public service. Palakasin niyo po kami na kumilos ng may sinseridad sa lahat ng bagay, na maging tapat sa aming mga responsibilidad, tapat din sa katotohanan, at bukas palad sa serbisyo para sa common good ng aming bayan. Hinihiling po namin ito sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng inyong karunungan at grasya. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo.
Please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Kayang magiliw, pero sa sinamanan, alam ng puso, sa tinig mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuwid ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisingin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong magaw, may dilatang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawat mo'y tagumpay na nagiligid. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhating pasinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Ang ibigaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
May I ask the Secretary to read the communication dated 17 June 2026 from the House of Representatives, Secretary General Cheloy Garafil, on the election of the House of Representatives members to the Commission on Appointments.
June 17, 2026, the Honorable Senator Sherwin T. Gatchalian, Chairperson, Commission on Appointments. Dear Honorable Gatchalian, I have been directed to inform the Commission on Appointments that the House of Representatives on even date elected the following as members of the House of Representatives contingent to the Commission on Appointments. 1. Representative Francisco Paulo P. Ortega. The 5th, Vice Representative Jordin Jesus M. Romualdo. 2. Representative Jose Bong J. Teves Jr. Vice Representative Robert Raymond M. Estrella. 3. Representative Franz S. Pumaren, Vice Representative Eddie Bong G. Plaza. 4. Representative Wilfrido Mark M. Enverga, Vice Representative Roy M. Loyola. And 5. Representative Mercedes K. Alvarez, Vice Representative Arnie B. Fuentebella. Respectfully yours, signed Attorney Chelo E. Belicaria Garafil, Secretary General.
The election of the named representatives as members to the Commission on Appointments is hereby noted. May I ask the Secretary to read the communication dated 17th of June 2026 from Senate Secretary Renato Bantug Jr.
17 June 2026, the Honorable Senate President Win T. Gatchalian, Chairperson, Commission on Appointments. Sir, this is to respectfully inform Your Honor that the Senate, on even date, elected the following members of the Commission on Appointments effective on the same date. On the part of the majority, 1. Senator Panfilo M. Lacson, 2. Senator Joel Villanueva, 3. Senator Risa Ontiveros, 4. Senator Raffy T. Tulfo, 5. Senator J.B. Ejercito, 6. Senator Juan Miguel Migs F. Zubiri, Vice Senator Mark A. Villar, and 7. Senator Vicente C. Soto III, Vice Senator Manuel Lito M. Lapid. On the part of the minority, 1. Senator Rodante D. Marcoleta, 2. Senator Christopher Lawrence Bong Tigo, 3. Senator Amy R. Marcos, 4. Senator Loren Legarda, and 5. Senator Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada. This is pursuant to Section 18, Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution, signed Secretary Renato M. Bantug.
The election of the named senators as members to the Commission on Appointments is hereby noted. May I request the elected members of the Commission on Appointments to please rise and take their respective oath of office. Mayra, merong yung oath.
Ay, wala copy si SP.
Ito. Oath of office. Please raise your right hand. I state your name. Off, state your address. Having been nominated and elected to the position of, state your position. Do hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge, to the best of my ability, the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines, that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines, that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. The Secretary will please call the roll.
The honorable members of the Commission on Appointments, Benjamin C. Agarao Jr., Antonio Tonipet T. Albano, Mercedes K. Alvarez, Jose Joboy S. Aquino II, Joseph Victor J.V. G. Ejercito, Wilfrido Mark M. Enverga, Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada, Christopher Lawrence Bong Tigo, Ramon N. Gico Jr., Risa Ontiveros, Panfilo M. Lacson, Loren Legarda, Rodante D. Marcoleta, Amy R. Marcos, Lani Mercado Revilla, Francis Paulo P. Ortega V, Franz S. Pumaren, Vicente C. Soto III, Jose Bong J. Tebes Jr., Marcy R. Teodoro, Raffy T. Tulfo, Alan U. T., Joel Villanueva, Juan Miguel Migs F. Zubiri.
With 22 members present, the existence of a quorum is hereby declared. Vice Chair Ramon Guico is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The majority floor leader is unable to attend today's plenary session. On that note, I move that the body designate Assistant Majority Floor Leader Senator Joel Villanueva as acting Majority Floor Leader only for today's session.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to Vice Chairman Congressman Ramon Vico. Mr. Chairman, in view of the special session convened by the President of the Philippines and considering the urgency of the matter before the body, the 5-day notice requirement for meetings prescribed under Chapter 3, Section 10 of the rule has not been complied with. And so with the permission of the body, Mr. President, I move that the body waive the 5-day notice requirement and proceed with today's session. So moved, Mr.
Is there
Chairman.
any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I ask that we now proceed to consider the election of the officers of the Commission on Appointments. So moved.
The consideration of the election of the officers of the Commission is in order.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to manifest that pursuant to Section 5, Chapter 2 of the new rules of the Commission, all members are deemed members of all standing committees of the Commission except in the Committees on Accounts, Ethics, and Rules and Resolutions.
The manifestation of the Majority Leader is hereby noted.
Mr. Chairman, I move to dispense with the reading of the Journal of the Plenary Session held on the 17th of March 2026 and consider the same as approved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the reading of the Journal of the Plenary Session held on 17th March 2026 is hereby dispensed with, and the same is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I now request that the chairperson of the Committee on National Defense, Representative Jose Joboy S. Aquino, be recognized. So moved.
The Congressman Joboy Aquino is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Honors, I rise before this august body today for the officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines whose appointments are awaiting action of the Commission. Their appointments have been placed in such a situation through no fault of their own and because of circumstances beyond their control. These officers have faithfully discharged their duties, rendered distinguished service to the nation, and met all the requirements for promotion. It is therefore only fitting that the Commission be afforded the opportunity to act upon their appointments without further delay. Indeed, no promotion can truly compensate for the sacrifices, hardships, and risks they have endured in the service of our country. Nevertheless, the timely consideration of their appointments is a recognition of their competence, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the Filipino people. Accordingly, Mr. Chair, and with the indulgence of the honorable members of this body, considering the limited time available to issue notice for a committee meeting to consider the appointments awaiting action of Committee on National Defense, and in view of the urgency of the matter, I move that the Committee on National Defense be allowed to immediately convene today and proceed with the consideration of the appointments before it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Moreover, Mr. Chair, Your Honors, in view of the urgency that prompted the convening of this special session and the need for the immediate consideration of the appointments awaiting action of the Committee on National Defense, I move that this body waive the 5-day notice requirement for committee meetings under Articles 4, Section 1 of the Rules of the Standing Committees.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, At this juncture, may I request that the chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, Senator Panfilo M. Lacson, be recognized. So moved, Mr. Chair.
We recognize Senator Ping Lacson.
Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, following the precedent set by the Committee on National Defense, this representation respectfully manifests that there are likewise appointments awaiting action by the Commission, and like those of our military officers, find themselves in this situation through no fault of their own. These appointees concerned are distinguished members of our Foreign Service who have devoted their careers to advancing Philippine interests abroad. They have served with dedication, professionalism, and loyalty, often far from their families and loved ones, and frequently under demanding and challenging conditions in the service of our nation. In recognition of their sacrifices and faithful service, and considering the urgency that necessitated this convening of the special session of Congress today, this representation expresses the hope that these career diplomats may likewise be accorded the opportunity for timely action by the Commission. For the information of this august body, the request for the conduct of a meeting of the Committee on Foreign Affairs was transmitted to the Commission's Secretariat yesterday evening, and the corresponding notice was issued. Accordingly, the Committee on Foreign Affairs stands ready to proceed with the consideration of the appointments before it at 1 p.m. today. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Lacson. The manifestation of the chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs is duly noted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, in view of the authority granted by the body for the Committee on National Defense and the Committee on Foreign Affairs to convene and proceed with the consideration of the appointments referred to them, may I respectfully move that the session be suspended. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, session is suspended.
Meron naman pala.
Ilalong press to. Saan ba yung pinipindot to? Dito. Ayun. Petay ko muna. Abot ko na ba?
Sila po, nagsinit eh.
The meeting on the Committee on National Defense of the Commission on Appointments in the special session of Congress is hereby called to order. Session suspended.
Excuse me po. Excuse me. Camera lang.
Session resumed. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
The honorable members of the Committee on National Defense, Benjamin C. Agaraw Jr., Antonio Tony Petit Albano, Mercedes K. Alvarez, Jose Joboy S. Aquino, Chairperson, Joseph Victor J.B. Ejercito, Wilfrido Mark M. Verga, Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada, Christopher Lawrence Bong Tigo, Ramon N. Dico Jr., Risa Ontiveros, Panfilo M. Lacson, Lauren Legarda, Rodante D. Marcoleta, Amy R. Marcos, Lani Mercado Revilla, Francis Paulo P. Ortega V, Franz S. Pumaren, Vicente C. Soto III, Jose Bong J. Tebes Jr., Marcy R. Teodoro, Rafi T. Tulfo, Alan U.T., Joel Villanueva, Juan Miguel Mix F. Zubiri. The chairperson is present.
With 20 members present, including the chair, we have a quorum. Good morning, distinguished members of this committee, guests, ladies and gentlemen. As earlier manifested by this representation during the plenary session and pursuant to the authority granted by the body for the committee to immediately convene under special circumstances, the Committee on National Defense is meeting today to consider the ad interim appointments of the generals and flag officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Before this committee today, please stand up as your name is called. Number 1, Edmond G. Peralta, Lieutenant General. Isagani O. Criste, Major General. Alan M. Avier, Vice Admiral. Naisforo M. Diaz Jr., Brigadier General. Rose Wati Remo, Brigadier General. The officers whose appointments are before the committee today find themselves in this situation through no fault of their own, but rather as consequence of circumstances beyond their control. Throughout their careers, they have faithfully discharged their duties, upheld the highest standards of military professionalism, and rendered distinguished service to the Republic. Having satisfied all the requirements prescribed under the rules, they are deserving of the Commission's timely consideration of their appointments. These officers have dedicated more than 3 decades of their lives to the service of our country, rising through the ranks through competence, discipline, integrity, and unwavering commitment to duty. Their careers reflect not only personal achievement, but also years of sacrifice, perseverance, and steadfast adherence to the values of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Indeed, no promotion can fully compensate for the hardships they have endured, the risks they have taken, and the sacrifices they and their families have made in the service of the nation. Time and again, they have answered the call of duty, often serving in distant and dangerous assignments away from their loved ones and exposed to harm's way, so that our people may live in peace and security. The consideration of their appointments today is therefore more than a recognition of rank. It is an acknowledgement of their distinguished record of service, their proven leadership, and their invaluable contributions to our national defense and security. It is likewise a tribute to the dedication and selflessness of the men and women of the armed forces who stand ready at all times to defend our sovereignty and protect the Filipino people. For these reasons, the committee deems it both proper and just that these appointments be acted upon without further delay. Madam Secretary, kindly appraise the body of its jurisdictional requirements and other pertinent information with regard to these officers of the AFP in compliance with the new rules of the Commission and the rules of the standing committees. Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Chairperson, Your Honors. Mr. Chairperson, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. submitted to the Commission on Appointments the appointments of earlier mentioned officers under consideration today by the committee, and the same were immediately referred to the Committee on National Defense pursuant to Section 16, Chapter 5 of the new rules of the Commission. These appointments were published on various dates in two newspapers of general circulation, Manila Standard and Daily Tribune, and broadcast over PTV4 pursuant to Section 2, Article 2 of the Rules of the Standing Committees. All the appointees have complied with the submission of the mandatory documentary requirements as provided in Section 24, Chapter 6 of the new Rules of the Commission. There is no opposition filed against any of these appointments. That is all, Mr. Chairperson, Your Honors.
Madam Secretary, please administer the oath to all the appointees present.
Officers, kindly rise and raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? So help you God. Mr. Chairman, all the appointees present are now under oath.
May I invite the officers to take their designated seat in front? Session suspended. Wala dito eh. Wala dito. Session resume. The chair would now like to call to the most senior among the officials, Edmond G. Peralta, Lieutenant General. Take the seat. May po ba dyan? If, to deliver his opening statement.
Sir, I am Lieutenant General Edmundo G. Peralta, sir. I am the Deputy Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Appearing before you are 4 other officers. Here's our name before, sir. And we are here for the confirmation of we appear before the Commission appointments for our confirmation, sir.
Thank you, General Peralta. You please, you may now take the seat in front. Open now. Oh yeah. Thank you, sir. When I sit. The floor is now open for question, inquiries, if there are any from the members of the committee. If Honorable Marcoleta is recognized.
Good morning, Lieutenant General Peralta. Tama po ba na ang birthday ninyo is May 14, 1970?
Yes, sir.
Which was last month.
Yes, sir.
Meaning to say you already reached the age of 56 and you were bypassed upon seeing the adjournment of Congress on June 3. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, this circumstance also applies to the rest of your colleagues, namely Vice Admiral Alan M. Javier, whose birthday is May 16, 1970, Major General Isagani Criste, birth date is April 21, 1970, Brigadier General Naisforo Diaz, birth date May 5, 1970, and Brigadier General Rose Mawate Remo, April 24, 1970. Meaning to say, the five of you, General, already reached the age of 56, and everyone was bypassed upon the scene of the adjournment of Congress last June 3, 2026. That is a fact, sir. And are you aware of Republic Act 11939?
Yes, sir.
Republic Act 11939 amended Republic Act 11709. You're familiar with that. Do you know why I am citing this particular law, General?
Yes, sir.
Why?
We are less than 1 year, sir.
Yes, you are correct. Section 2 of Republic Act 11709, which is now Section 1 of 11939, last paragraph, says that to be eligible for appointment or promotion to the grade of Brigadier General or Commodore O-07 or higher, except for positions under Sections 2A and 2B, the officer must have at least 1 year remaining of active service before compulsory retirement. And would you say that you lack at least 1 year remaining of active service before your compulsory retirement?
Yes, sir. We were ordered to come here, sir, and we are directed to appear before the commission appointments.
And so therefore, it only means that the five of you may no longer be eligible for reappointment in view of the prohibition under Section 1 of Republic Act 11939. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. Honorable Senator Ping Lacson is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Just for clarity, I believe, and I was told by the Secretary of the Commission on Appointments, that the ad interim appointments of this fine gentleman and lady is a mere resubmission of their previous ad interim appointments given before the resumption, the May 25, 2026 resumption of the first regular session. And since this is a special session, it is a continuation of the first regular session. Therefore, hindi pa po sila pasok do sa 1-year ban. Kasi hindi naman po nila kasalanan na nagkagulo-gulo kami dito sa Senado at hindi na-take up yung kanilang confirmation. So with that manifestation, Mr. Chairman, I move that we recommend to the plenary the confirmation of the aforestated or aforementioned gentleman and lady in plenary. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
If there's, yes, Honorable Riz Ontiveros.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Any objection to the motion? Duly seconded.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Albano is recognized.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, on the part of the minority, we place on record our full support for the confirmation of the 5 generals and flag officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, whose appointments are now under consideration. These officers have rendered long and distinguished service to the nation. As such, the minority supports the favorable confirmation of their appointments and commends their dedication and sacrifices in their service to the Filipino people. Mr. Chair, as the acting minority floor leader, on behalf of the minority and the Filipino people, we interpose no objection to their confirmation. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Albano. Honorable Bongo is recognized.
Mr. Chair, esteemed colleagues, allow me to express my full support for this commission. As this commission gives its consent to the well-deserved appointments of the senior officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. These officers have demonstrated professionalism. Opo, sir. Ano lang, support lang po. Manifestation lang po. These officers have demonstrated professionalism, dedication, and unwavering commitment to their duties in safeguarding our nation's sovereignty, protecting our people, and upholding the Constitution. Wala na po akong katanungan sa kanila. And in fact, itong dalawa, no, si Vice Admiral Alan Madrid Javier, Lieutenant General Edmundo Peralta, are mga tanglaw diwa, class of 92. Their years of service, leadership, and sacrifice reflect the highest ideals of military service and have earned them the trust and confidence of their fellow servicemen. At naintindihan ko rin po na yung 1 year bar rule, no, na dapat nilang mahabol dahil bawat star na alam po ni Senator Ping Lacson yan noon pa, parati nating pinaglalaban dahil napakahalaga po sa kanila yung 1 star na madagdag sa kanila. Yan po'y dala-dala na nila hanggang sa kanilang pagtanda. At maraming salamat rin po, Senator Ping, sa mga suporta mo noon sa sundalo. Mr. Chair, dahil sa kanilang kabayanihan at pagbibigay serbisyo sa ating bansa, gusto ko lang pong bigyang pagkilala at pagpupugay sina Vice Admiral Alan Madrid Javier, Lieutenant General Edmundo Peralta, Philippine Army, Major General Isagani Ocampo Criste, na naging PSG rin po nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, Brigadier General Nice Foro, no? Medrana Diaz Jr., Philippine Army, and Brigadier General Rosa Mawate Remo, Women in Uniform. Ma'am, sa panahon ng banta sa seguridad, sakuna at iba't pang hamon sa kapayapaan at kaayusan, sila ay naninindigan at naglingkod ng buong katapatan sa iba't ibang tungkulin at responsibilidad na kanilang ginagampanan. Napatunayan ng mga opisyal nito ang kanilang kakayahang mamuno at maglingkod. Panahon ng pandemya, panahon ng giyera sa Marawi, bagyo, lindol, baha, patuloy kayo nagtatrabaho para sa ating mga kababayan. At maalala ko po, nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, pinaglaban natin na madoble po ang sahod ng entry position ng military at lahat po ng uniform personnel dahil po yan sa inyong sakripisyo para sa bayan at hindi po natin mararating itong kinaroroonan natin kung hindi po dahil sa inyo. As our first line of defense, your continued courage and commitment are vital to defending our country's honor, rights, and future. We also call on you to remain steadfast in protecting our sovereignty. Maraming salamat po sa inyong dedikasyon, sakripisyo at walang katulad na serbisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Wala po akong katanungan kung hindi nagbibigay lang po ako ng full support dito sa ating hearing sa Commission on Appointments. Dati naman po akong membro dito since 2019. At hindi po matutumbasan ang inyong kontribusyon sa bayan. Pero meron lang po akong paalala sa ating Armed Forces of the Philippines. Unahin lagi ang interes ng bayan. Unahin po lagi ang interes ng bawat Pilipino. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Honorable Senator Bongo. Yes, Honorable Marcoleta.
Mr. Chair, I did not get proper explanation on the concern that I raised before this committee. I don't think we are in a position to violate an existing law. What I heard is an assumption that was passed on to the secretary of this commission. Somebody presumed that the appointment made last year is supposed to be continued. May I ask the secretary to explain that, if that assumption is correct? And if that assumption is enough to override the clear provision of the law?
Honorable Lacson.
Again, I'd like to clarify, hindi po last year. Before May 25, 2026, yung nag-resume tayo ng first regular session. Kasi nag-break tayo. Bago tayo mag-resume, they were given ad interim appointments by the President. So yun po yung ina-apply natin because a special session that we are having today is a continuation of the first regular session, Mr. Chairman. So yung birthday nila fell after. Kailan ang birthday mo, General? May 14. So yung ad interim appointments were given before May 14, I suppose. So you confirm that. So hindi ka covered ng 1-year ban. That's the clarification that I manifested earlier, Mr. Chairman. How about the others? Covered sila ng, hindi sila covered ng 1-year ban when they were given their ad interim appointments before May 25, di ba? Kasi kung after May 25, resumption, nomination, at saka hindi na kayo mag-a-apply. But since you were given your ad interim appointments, since Congress was in recess at that time, having resumed on May 25, hindi po kayo mako-cover ng 1-year ban. That's my point. So I hope I satisfy the query posited by the Honorable Marcoleta. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, Mr. Chair, that is an assumption. Somebody should explain from this committee if that assumption is correct. Because the law is the law. They have just reached their age of 56. And they were bypassed. That is a fact. We cannot change that fact, Mr. Chair. That is the only point that I'm trying to raise here. Kasi maliwanag po yung sinasabi naming batas. Wala po tayong personalan dito. I hope that these 5 officers, gusto ko rin naman sila na mailagay natin sa tamang ayos ng kanilang confirmation. But there is a hurdle here. Yun lang ang problema rito, Mr. Chair. Kasi maliwanag po yung sinasabi ng batas. Lumilitaw, after their compulsory retirement, less than 1 year na eh. As a matter of fact, they were unable to submit the documents for confirmation only, siguro, hindi ko po alam, but only the Secretary can testify when exactly were they able to complete the documents for confirmation. Ang may kasalanan po talaga, yung June 3 kasi, nag-adjourn. Pagkatapos, sana man lang, before adjournment, sinabi natin, nag-schedule tayo, na i-confirm natin sila. Wala nga silang kasalanan, but somebody is at fault here. And then we have now a problem with the law. We cannot just simply say na we assume that they are not covered by 1-year ban. No. The law is very clear, Mr. Chair. Salamat po.
Chair, session suspended. General, you may take your seat, General. Ano yun?
5 minutes.
Committee hearing will now resume. The chair also would like to stand corrected earlier. The chair has declared it was session suspended. It's a committee hearing suspended. So we now continue. I believe Honorable Marcy Teodoro. Okay na. Honorable Teodoro would like to make a manifestation. Honorable Marcy Teodoro.
Mr. Chairman, a point of information. Bago po ako rito pero meron po tayong kaso Matibag versus Benipayo, GR number 149036 of 2002. This has something to do and defining what is a bypass appointment. As pointed out earlier by Senator Lacson, that this is basically a continuation of the previous session. Hence, the appointment was not technically bypass as defined under the said doctrine under Matibag versus Benipayo. A point of information, Mr. Mr. Chairman. This may help or guide the committee in its decision. As defined, a bypass appointment occurs only when upon the close of the session of Congress. It's true that the Congress was adjourned, but a special session was called upon, so it's being considered a continuation this proceeding. So if June 17 of this year is considered a continuation of the same congressional session, and this is not a new session, that event triggers the bypass, but not yet occurred. Therefore, the appointment remained pending and subject to the CA action. This is my humble observation and opinion on the matter, Mr. Chair, that the appointments remain pending and subject to CA action.
Thank you, Honorable Teodoro. Yes, Honorable Marcoleta.
Mr. Chair, I think we should clearly clarify that this plenary session is not a continuation of the last session. This plenary session is not a continuation of the last session, simply because this is a clearly separate proceeding, given that Congress adjourned sine die on June 3. This is very clear. We should not explain it any further. And Matibag versus Benipayo was quoted, Mr. Chair. In this case, Mr. Chair, an ad interim appointment can be terminated for two causes specified in the Constitution. Article 7, Section 16, Paragraph 2. Ang sabi doon, the first cause is the disapproval of his ad interim appointment by the CA. The second one is the adjournment of Congress without the CA acting on his appointment. Ito yung Matibag versus Banipayo. Mr. Chair, may I manifest that I have nothing against the five officers subject of today's confirmation. I think we have to thank them for their gallantry and service to our nation. I'm just trying to make a point here. But I am not objecting, because we need to know and we need to articulate what is the law that must be the concern of this proceeding, Mr. Chair. Sana wala na yung assumption kasi na sinasabi pa nila kanina that there is a continuation. This is not. Alam natin lahat yun eh. Because we are misleading our members for doing that, Mr. Chair. Ang importante na lang dito, kung wala namang mag-object sa kanila, I'm just pointing it for the record that there is a law that must be respected in connection with this, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. Considering that earlier there was a motion of...
Yes.
Honorable...
go ahead, Mr. Chairman. I was just going to manifest
considering
that this is the manifestations of the gentlemen are actually debatable, because the Commission on Appointments is a different constitutional body than Congress itself, kung tutuusin. Debatable yun. Kaya talagang pwedeng continuation. Only for that matter, Mr. Chairman. Go ahead.
Yes, majority floor. Thank you, Honorable Soto.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Since there's no objection and there was a previous motion, so I move to act on the previous motion.
Considering that there's no objection, the previous motion of Honorable Lacson is hereby approved. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Chair, since there are no more objections, I move to recommend to the plenary for the commission to confirm the ad interim appointments of the 5 generals and flag officers of the AFP. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion without any objection. The same is hereby approved. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Chair, there being no other matters to discuss, I move to adjourn the meeting.
On motion of the Majority Floor Leader, there being no objection, the meeting is hereby adjourned.
No, pwede na tayo. Mag-alas-dos na. Okay. This meeting of the Committee on Foreign Affairs of the Commission on Appointments in the special session of Congress is hereby called to order. As earlier manifested on the floor, the Chair would like to inform the members that this meeting is being held in connection with the special session called for the consideration of urgent matters requiring immediate action. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, in view of the urgency that prompted the convening of this special session and the need for the immediate consideration of appointments awaiting action of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, I move that the body waive the 5-day notice requirement of the committee meetings under Article 4, Section 1 of the Rules of the Standing Committee. So move, Mr. Chair.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. With the concurrence of the members, the proceedings shall now continue in accordance with the agenda. Thank you. Madam Secretary, please call the roll of members.
The honorable members of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, Benjamin C. Agarao Jr., Antonio Tony Petty Albano, Mercedes K. Alvarez, Jose Joboy S. Aquino II, Joseph Victor J.B. G. Ejercito, Wilfrido Mark M. Enverga, Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada, Christopher Lawrence Bong Tigo, Ramon N. Gico Jr., Risa Ontiveros, Lauren Legarda, Rodante D. Marcoleta, Aimee R. Marcos, Lani Mercado Revilla, Francis Paulo P. Ortega V, Franz S. Pumaren, Vicente C. Soto III, Jose Bong J. Tevez Jr., Marcy R. Teodoro, Rafi T. Tulfo, Alan U. T., Joel Villanueva, Juan Miguel Mix F. Zubiri. The committee chairperson is present.
With 22 members present, the existence of a quorum is hereby declared. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, we proceed already to the statement of, to the enumeration of the different nominees, and likewise a statement of the chairperson.
Yeah. Dispense ka na lang ng ano.
I move to this. Mr. Chair, sorry. I move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting held on March 11, 2020, and consider the same as approved. So move, Mr. Chair.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is hereby approved. Good afternoon, esteemed members of the Commission on Appointments, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, your committee is tasked to consider the nominations and ad interim appointments of 85 officials in the Department of Foreign Affairs, namely, nominations. 1. Josel Francisco Ignacio, Chief of Mission Class 2, as non-resident ambassador to the Kingdom of Bhutan, in addition to being ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary to the Republic of India, concurrent jurisdiction over the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal. 2. Senen Chemsen Mangalile, Chief of Mission Class 2, ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary to the Kingdom of Cambodia. 3. Noel Mangawang Novicio, Chief of Mission Class 2, as non-resident ambassador to the Republic of Kiribati, the Republic of Nauru, Independent State of Samoa, Kingdom of Tonga, Tuvalu, and the Republic of Vanuatu, in addition to being ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary to the Republic of Fiji. Ad interim appointments. Edgar Barairo Badajos, Robespierre Libelo Bolivar, Emilio Torres Fernandez, Ann Halandoon Luis, Zaldi Bayanin Patron. Chief of Mission Class 2, Lea Victoria Trinidad Carada, Lena Aileen C. De Dios Sison, Noemi Tan Diaz, Maria Luela Chang Duarte, Ambrosio Brian Fruto Enciso III, Jesus Enrique Guanzon Garcia II, Emmanuel Donato Coach Guzman, Mary Lac Santos Hicarte, Brian Dexter Burgos Lao, Career Minister Rapunzel Aglipay Acop, Nomer Blevens Ado II, Azela G. Arumpak Marte, Brian Jess Tio Baguio, Lily Ann Chen Cheng, Ria Eugenio Gorospe, Christine Margaret Mendiola Malang, Mary Joy Balicer Ramirez, Annalyn De Leon Ratonel, Joylyn Espinosa Santos, Rodney Jonas Lucido Sumagi, Rogelio Estrada Villanueva Jr., Maylin Marquez, for Foreign Service Officer Class 1, Maylin Marqueses Acosta, Catherine Flores Alpay, Jacqueline Joan Santiago Arquiza, Mark Chodor Palacios Benigno, Marian Intal Bingas, Christian Sen Decolen Cabahug, Benjamin Alegado Celedio Jr., Jonathan Andrew De Cinco Chua, Estefani Alexis Arejola Cruz, Jonel Jan Santos Domingo, Bon Ryan Saltin Pereira, Jan Michael Bansil Gomez, Ana Marie May Ramos Guerra, Charlson Carolino Hermosura, Anwar Makatembel Ito, Elaine May Laruan Hernandez, Andrea Lynn Nicolas Lazaro, Lemuel Cusi Lopez, Nadine Rosario Mineke Morales, Jet Serra Olfato, Elizabeth Picar Ramos, Judy Boydon Razon, Noel Loreto Rodriguez, John Paul Tapia Samonte, Foreign Service Officer Class 2, Maria Pilonila T. Alcaraz Arguelles, Bien Janine Balocating Alparo, is it Janine or Janine anyway, Sheila Marie Gonzalo Andales, Bea Habilinar Antonio, Jorge Philip Arcilla Arjona, Jeremiah Picasso Atento, Jeffrey Dairit Batak, Ana Clarisa Perez Briones, Lisel Jane Obra Kaasi, Miko Degamo Kabatingan, Roel Garcia Casaclang, Christy P. Cablin Conta, Paula Bel de Guzman Ebora, Jaquilu Mary Nulud Gan, Lee Damagen Gano, Emile Joseph Batoon Garcia, Maria Tanya Blanco Gaurano, Hannah Eloise Bego Go, Ramona R. Jose Buluser, Aaron Eric Aguilar Lozada, Maria Lia Karen Silin Magtibay, Jose Angelo de Guzman Manuel, Louis Dane Cortez Merced, Josel Nivera Mostajo, Reisa Ledesma Olabario, Jacqueline Lim Ong, Rosa Maria Isabel Marcos Pareja, Glaiza Moya Cuarteros, Mary Fides Aparis Quintos, Francis Ramon Borja Torres, Maria Flordelisa Aspera Tuiza, and Maria Rosauro Winkler. Madam Secretary, kindly report on the jurisdictional requirements and other pertinent information relative to the nominations and ad interim appointments of the 85 Department of Foreign Affairs officials under consideration in compliance with the new rules of the Commission and rules of the Standing Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors. Your Secretariat received the respective nominations and ad interim appointments of the 85 DFA officials on various dates. These nominations and ad interim appointments were duly referred to the Committee on Foreign Affairs pursuant to Section 16, Chapter 5 of the new rules of the Commission. Likewise, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, the said 85 nominations and ad interim appointments were published on various dates in newspapers of general circulation, the Manila Standard, Malaya, Business Insight, and Daily Tribune, and were broadcast over PDB4 pursuant to Section 2, Article 2 of the Rules of the Standing Committees. The 85 DFA officials have complied with the submission of the mandatory documentary requirements as provided for in Section 24, Chapter 6 of the new rules of the Commission. Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, your CA Secretariat received a letter from the Human Resources Management Office of the Department of Foreign Affairs signed by Assistant Secretary Marford M. Angeles, dated 16 June 2026, addressed to the Committee Chairperson Senator Panfilo M. Lacson, requesting for the waiver of personal appearances of the following. 1. Senen Tiemsen Mangalili, Chief of Mission Class 2 as Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the Kingdom of Cambodia. 2. Jose Francisco Ignacio, Chief of Mission Class 2 as Non-Resident Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bhutan, in addition to being Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the Republic of India, with concurrent jurisdiction over the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal. Chiefs of Mission Class 2, Lena Eileen C. De Dios Sison, Ambrosio Brian F. Enciso III, Jesus Enrique G. Garcia II, Emmanuel Donato K. Guzman, Mary Locke S. Hicarte, Leia Victoria Carada, Noemi T. Diaz, Career Ministers Azela G. Arumpak Marte, Rapunzel A. Acop, Lilian C. Cheng, Christine Margaret M. Malang, Rodney Jonas L. Sumage, Nomer A. Ado II, Joylene E. Santos, Foreign Service Officers Class 1, Mylene M. Acosta, Marian I. Bringas, Christian Sandy Cabahug, Benjamin A. Celidio Jr., Jonathan Andrew D. Chua, Stephanie Alexis A. Cruz, Jonel John Santos Domingo, Von Ryan S. Ferrer, John Michael B. Gomez, Ana Marie May G. R. Guerra, Charleston C. Hermosura, Anwar Makatembel Ito, Eileen May Villaruan Hernandez, Nadine Rosario M. Morales, Elizabeth P. Ramos, Judy B. Razon, and John Paul T. Samonte. Foreign Service Officers Class 2, Maria Filonila T. Alcaraz Argelias, Bien Janine B. Alfaro, Sheila Marie G. Andales, Beas J. Antonio, Jorge Felipe A. Arjona, Jeremiah P. Atento, Jeffrey D. Batak, Ana Clarissa P. Briones, Lizelle Jane O. Kaasi, Miko D. Kabatingan, Roel G. Kasaklang, Christy Fe C. Conta, Paula Bell D. Ebora, Jackie Lu Mary N. Gan, Lee D. Gano, Emil Joseph B. Garcia, Maria Tanya B. Gorano, Hannah Eloise G. Go, Ramona Jose Buslecer, Aaron Eric A. Lozada, Maria Lia Karen S. Magtibay, Jose Angelo D.G. Manuel, Louis Dane C. Merced, Reisha Olabario, Jacqueline L. Ong, Rosa Maria Isabel M. Pareja, Glyza M. Cuarteros, Maria Fides A. Quintos, Francis Ramon B. Torres, and Marisa R. Rinkler. The aforementioned officials are currently assigned at our various embassies and consulates overseas and are needed at their respective posts to continue performing vital consular assistance to nationals, political, economic, and cultural functions. The request for waiver of their appearance is also in line with the government's efforts to observe austerity. Ms. Joylene E. Santos and Mr. Charlson Hermosura, who are both currently approved vacation leave, will appear virtually at the Philippine Embassy in Tokyo, Japan, and Paris, France, respectively. Mr. Senen T. Mangalile, who is currently assigned as the Philippine Consul General in New York, United States of America, is nominated as Ambassador Extraordinary Plenipotentiary to Kingdom of Cambodia, requested a waiver of personal appearance in view of logistical challenges for him to attend personally. Ambassador Ignacio, who arrived in New Delhi on 1 January 2024 to assume his position as ambassador, also requested for a waiver of his personal appearance during the deliberation. This is in light of the fact that the Commission had earlier consented to his nomination on 31/2023 as Philippine Ambassador to the Republic of India, and his new nomination pertains solely to additional jurisdiction on a non-resident basis. Mr. Emmanuel Donato K. Guzman, who is currently assigned as the Acting Assistant Secretary at the Maritime and Ocean Affairs Office, requested for a waiver of his personal appearance as he is currently on official travel at United Nations headquarters in New York, attending the 36th meeting of state parties to the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea from 15 to 19 June 2026. Ms. Lily Ann C. Cheng, who is currently assigned as Special Assistant to the Office of the Secretary, requested for a waiver of her personal appearance as her doctor advised her to stay at home and avoid public places for a few months in view of her autoimmune condition and compromised state. Mr. Jonel John Domingo is currently on study leave, requested for a waiver of personal appearances, is currently in the University of Oxford, United Kingdom, on scholarship duties. Mr. Anwar M. Ito, who is currently assigned as Acting Director of the Office of ASEAN, requested for a waiver of his personal appearance as he is on official travel to Siem Reap, Cambodia, to attend the Forum on Myanmar 16 to 17 of June 2026. Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, there are no oppositions filed against any of the nominees and appointees. That is all, Mr. Chair, Your Honors.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, I move that committee recommend to the plenary for the commission to give...
Not yet. Letter request. Letter request. Nalampasan niya.
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, I move that the letter request for the waiver of personal appearances of the aforementioned DFA officials be approved. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is hereby approved. Madam Secretary, please administer the oath to all the nominees and appointees.
May I request the appointees and nominees to stand up and raise your right hands? Those who are online, please turn on your microphone so that the committee will hear your response. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? So help you God.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, all the nominees and appointees are now under oath.
Siya mo senior. May I call on Ms. Josel Francisco Ignacio to take the front seat. Lalaki ba yun o babae? Online. So, who is the most senior present physically? May we invite him or her in front? Kindly identify yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Honors, my name is Noel M. Novicio, currently the Philippine Ambassador to the Republic of Fiji. Your Honors, Mr. Chair, may I first express my sincerest gratitude to the President His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., for appointing me last year as the first resident ambassador of the Philippines to the Republic of Fiji, which the Commission on Appointments approved last year in September. I would like also to express my sincerest thanks to the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Maria Teresa Lazaro, for nominating me to the President as ambassador and for her trust and confidence in me. My appointment as ambassador remains one of the highest honors that I had received as a Foreign Service officer. Your Honors, with concurrence of this august body, as the first resident ambassador of the Philippines to the Republic of Fiji, I have the honor to inform you that we had established the Philippine Embassy in Fiji last January. Your Honors, with concurrence of this august body, my jurisdiction as ambassador will be expanded to include the following 6 countries in the Pacific: Republic of Nauru, the Kingdom of Tonga, the Independent State of Samoa, Vanuatu, Tuvalu, and Kiribati. As mandated by the President and the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, my priorities as ambassador will include the following: promote and protect the rights and welfare of our growing Filipino community in the Pacific under my jurisdiction. Your Honors, I'm very pleased to inform you that we have at least 2,300 Filipinos working and living in the 7 countries under my jurisdiction. Promote and strengthen our bilateral partnerships with the 7 countries and enhance our engagement with the Pacific Islands Forum, the main intergovernmental organization in the Pacific. And third, explore other areas of cooperation, including on labor mobility, technical cooperation, capacity building, agriculture, connectivity, and people-to-people exchanges. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Your Honors.
Are there any members of this committee who wish to propound questions to any of the nominees or appointees? Kindly. Congressman Marcy Teodoro, you're recognized. Wala pa motion eh.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chairman. Simply, I would like to manifest my support to all our Foreign Service officers who are present here today and awaiting confirmation. Pero gusto ko po sanang banggitin na meron pong nominee ngayon nang galing po sa aming lungsod at kinagagalak namin at pinagmamalaki. The person of Foreign Service Officer Sheila Marie Gonzalo Andales and Foreign Service Officer Elizabeth Picar Ramos. Gusto ko lang pong ipahayag ang aking pagsuporta po for the nomination and confirmation of these 2 nominees, Mr. Chairman.
Are you actually making an omnibus motion to recommend them to the plenary, Congressman Marcy?
All of the nominees, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Mr. Chairman, absolutely. I would like to make an omnibus motion to recommend the nomination and eventual confirmation of all the career service officers present today and appearing before this commission, Mr. Chairman. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Congresswoman Lani Mercado is recognized.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. I would like to manifest also my support to our nominees and appointees from the DFA, especially those from the province of Cavite. It is always a source of pride to see fellow Caviteños entrusted with important responsibilities in the Department of Foreign Affairs. They are Brian Jess T. Baguio, Career Minister, resident of General Trias, Cavite. If they are present, kindly rise. Benjamin A. Celidio Jr., Foreign Service Officer Class 1, resident of General Trias, Cavite. Brian Dexter B. Lao, Chief of Mission Class 2, resident of Bacoor City. Noel M. Novicio, of course, who is in front, Chief of Mission Class 2 from Silang, Cavite. Mary Joy B. Ramirez, Career Minister, born in Cavite City, resident of Imus, Cavite. and Francis Ramon B. Torres, Foreign Service Officer, Class 2, a true-blooded Bacoreño born and still resides in Bacoor City. I am confident that they will continue to serve with integrity and professionalism and excellence wherever their assignments may be. And I therefore also endorse all our appointees to be confirmed this afternoon. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Another member?
Mr. Chair.
Yes. Are you also manifesting?
Yes, Mr. Chair. On behalf of the minority.
From Isabela?
No. On behalf of the minority, Mr. Chair, we support the motion and interpose no objection for their confirmation later.
Yeah, from the chair, just a matter of disclosure. One of those recommended for promotion, Rapunzel Acop, is the daughter of a Philippine Military Academy classmate, the retired Police Major General Reynaldo Acop, and the nephew of your late colleague, Congressman Romy Acop. So, as a matter of disclosure, but I'm also supporting the nomination or the promotion.
Mr. Chair, I'm Senator Bongos.
Senator Bongos, recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My distinguished colleagues and everyone here with us today, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. I extend my support for the nominations and ad interim appointments of distinguished foreign service officials in the Department of Foreign Affairs. Yung iba po ay nasa online, headed by Ambassador Noel Novicio. Sir, meron lang po akong isang tanong lang po sa inyo. At sa lahat,
please proceed.
Nang nakikinig. Alam niyo naman po na tuwing may digmaan sa ibang bansa, may kaguluhan, wala pong ibang natatakbuhan ng ating mga kababayan doon, mga OFWs, mga minamahal nating OFWs, mga tinuturing nating modern day heroes. Kayo po yung takbuhan nila. Kaya po tayo nag-create rin po ng Department of Migrant Workers Department. Batas na po ito para hindi na sila manawagan sa Facebook at sa iba't ibang paraan para humingi po ng saklolo. At hindi po nababayaran ang lungkot. Alam kong mas nais nilang manirahan dito sa ating bayan kasama po ang kanilang pamilya. Ngunit kailangan nila magtrabaho doon. Ang isang tanong ko lang po sa inyo, kung willing ba kayo bukas ang inyong opisina 24/7, pag may problema, katukin ang inyong opisina, gisingin po kayo para tugunan ang kanilang mga pangangailangan.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I'm very pleased to inform you that it is indeed our honor to promote and protect the rights and welfare of our nationals, overseas Filipinos, wherever we are assigned. And I'm very proud to say that most of my colleagues in the DFA have the same mandate. We are open 24/7, as you correctly pointed out, Your Honor. We have hotlines. We can be reached by social media platforms. That's what we have been doing so far in my jurisdiction so far, Your Honor. So we have that honor to perform that mandate, Your Honor. Thank you.
Salamat po. With that, full support naman po ako parati sa inyo. Noon pa. Yun lang po ang parati kong paalala na bukas po ang ating opisina para sa kanilang lahat. At of course, unahin po yung interest ng bayan at interest ng bawat Pilipino. Congratulations at maraming salamat po.
If there are no more inquiries or clarifications from the members, the majority leader is recognized. Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized. Sorry.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair. Actually, isang tanong lamang po. para sa isa sa mga foreign service officers po natin. Pero bago po noon, gusto ko rin pong kilalanin na isa po sa kinoconsider nating appointments, nomination, at buong loob ko rin pong sinusuportahan ay kay kasalukuyang Consul General Senen Mangalile sa New York, who very kindly took care of me when I had some official trips there, kasama ng mga Filipino-American na kababayan natin. At siya po ay nominated ngayon po para sa ambassador sa Kingdom of Cambodia. Isang tanong na lamang po, Mr. Chair, dun kay Sir John Paul Samonte, kung maaari po.
Kindly proceed to the front. Ambassador, you're excused. Online.
Online. Okay. It's all right, Mr. Chair. Salamat po, Foreign Service Officer 1 Samonte. Isang clarification lang po sa inyo at magandang hapon po sa inyo mula dito sa Manila. Nasaan po kayo ngayon, sir?
Madam Senator, I'm in Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona. All right, sir. Yung tanong ko po, ayon dito sa information na nabasa po namin, noong 2017 na admonish po kayo for your alleged failure to supervise a subordinate who was involved in the illegal issuance of Philippine Hajj passports to 177 Indonesians. Pwede nyo lang po bang bigyan ng linaw ito sa aming komite? Para din kung malinaw na, at least it can form part of the record at hindi na muling kailangang itanong sa inyo, Mr. Chair.
Apo. Salamat po, Madam Senator, for the opportunity to clarify the matter. Ako po, ang una ko pong trabaho sa Department of Foreign Affairs ay Principal Assistant sa Passport Division sa Office of Consular Affairs. Nung panahon po na yon, 2015, alam din po ng lahat na nagpalit po tayo ng passport system. Sa ilalim po ng aming opisina, meron pong 300 po mahigit, more or less, na mga empleyado. At nung bandang huli po ay napag-alaman po namin na meron isa sa kanila na meron na po nagawa. Kami po ay na-clear naman sa lahat po ng mga proceedings at napatunayan din po na wala po tayong kinalaman po sa pagka-issue ng passport.
So mas tinanong po kayo, Sir Samonte, dahil sa prinsipyo ng command responsibility, was that it po? Dahil subordinate nyo po yung naging involved di umano dito? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Ako po yung principal assistant, the sole principal assistant for the passport division at that time po.
So sir, at least lastly, for the record, nagkaroon po ba ng recurrence ng ganyang illegal issuance ng Hajj passports, whether to Indonesians again or any other nationals from other countries?
Madam Senator, at the time na po nahuli po yung mga Indonesian, ako po mismo ang pumunta sa airport para po makita kung ano po ang nangyari. Dahil nga po, kami po yung nagulat na may ganun po pala. Nung araw din po na yun ay pinatigil ng DFA ang pag-i-issue ng mga Hajj passport at pinaigting po namin yung mga requirements para siguraduhin po na hindi po mangyari po muli.
And therefore, sir, tamang hindi na po nangyari muli iyon?
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, Madam Senator, awa po ng Diyos.
Alright, salamat po, FSO 1 Samonte. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Risa. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to reiterate the motion of Congressman Marcy Teodoro earlier that the committee recommend to the plenary for the commission to give its consent to the nominations and to confirm the ad interim appointments of the 85 DFA officials as listed in the agenda. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to recommend to the plenary for the commission to give its consent to the nominations and to confirm the ad interim appointments of 85 DFA officials as listed in the agenda. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The same is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, there being no other matters to discuss, I now move to adjourn the meeting.
Is there any objection? The motion to adjourn is approved. This hearing is adjourned. Tanong natin sila.
Plenary na po. Plenary na tayo.
Ano lang pala yung manifestation? Sabi niya, hindi naman siya mag-object.
May singit lang tayo sa inyo. Election ni Sen Joel as assistant.
Okay.
Ka-approach po si Sen Joel sa
Mag-oath siya. Sino ang majority leader? Who is the majority? Si Guico? But who is the majority leader? Kompleto na. Kompleto na. The plenary session of the Commission on Appointments during the special session of the 20th Congress is hereby resumed. Vice Chair Guico.
Mr. Chair, I ask that we now proceed to consider the election of the Assistant Majority Floor Leader of the Commission on Appointments.
The consideration of the election of the Assistant Majority Floor Leader of the Commission on Appointments is in order.
Mr. Chair, I move to elect Senator Joel Villanueva as the Assistant Majority Floor Leader of the Commission on Appointments.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the Chair, Senator Joel Villanueva is hereby elected as the Assistant Majority Floor Leader of the Commission on Appointments.
Mr. Chair, may we request Senator Joel Villanueva to approach the rostrum to take his oath as the Assistant Majority Floor Leader of the Commission on Appointments.
Dapat may bonus to. All right. Oath of office, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Joel Villanueva,
Of state your address.
of Bukawe, Bulacan,
Having nominated and elected to the position, state your position.
having been nominated and elected to the position of Assistant Majority Floor Leader
Of the Commission on
of
Appointments.
the Commission on Appointments,
Do hereby solemnly swear.
do hereby solemnly swear
That I will well and faithfully discharge.
that I will well and faithfully discharge
To the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability
The duties of my present position.
the duties of my present position
And of all others I may hereafter hold.
and of all others I may hereafter hold
Under the Republic of the Philippines.
under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated
by the duly constituted authorities.
by the duly constituted authorities,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
Without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, at this juncture, may we now proceed to consider the recommendation of the Committee on National Defense on the ad interim appointments of 5 generals and flag officer of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the consideration of the recommendation of the Committee on National Defense is in order.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on National Defense, Representative Jose Joboy Aquino II. So moved.
Representative Joboy Aquino II is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Honorable members of the Commission on Appointments, I have the honor to rise on behalf of the Committee of National Defense to sponsor the confirmation of the ad interim appointments of 5 generals and a flag officer of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Following thorough deliberation, the committee found these appointees eminently qualified. These officers have devoted over 3 decades of safeguarding our sovereignty, leading our troops through conflict zones, disaster areas, and demanding assignments. Their promotions are the hard-earned culmination of lifetime sacrifice, integrity, and exemplary performance. Furthermore, We are convened today due to the President's proclamation of a special session to urgently address the vital matters of national security and stability. I want to take a special moment to commend these 5 generals for having the patience and unwavering professionalism through this process. Your steadfastness speaks volumes about the character required to lead our armed forces. Mr. Chairperson, Your Honors, the committee is fully satisfied with their exceptional competence and characters. Let us accord them with the recognition they have rightfully earned through decades of faithful service. Mr. Chair, I move that the Commission confirm the ad interim appointments of 5 generals, flag officer of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, namely Edmundo G. Peralta, the rank of Lieutenant General.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. Correct. Is there any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved.
Alan M. Javier to the rank of Vice General.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. The motion is approved.
Isagani O. Criste, the rank of Major General.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved.
Niceforo M. Diaz Jr. to the rank of Brigadier General.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. Approved.
Rose Watt A. Remo to the rank of Brigadier General.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. Approved.
That is all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Congressman Joboy, Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. There are a number of members of the Commission who would like to deliver their seconding speeches in support of the approved appointments. May we now recognize the gentleman from Davao and Isabela, Senator Rafi Tulfo.
We recognize the gentleman from Davao and Isabela, Senator Rafi Tulfo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, distinguished colleagues, I rise today to express my unwavering support for the confirmation of the appointees from the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Their extensive careers are a testament to their years of dedicated service and their preparedness in taking on greater responsibilities in safeguarding our citizens and fortifying our democratic institutions. As these men in uniform step into their new roles, I urge them to adhere resolutely to their core mandate to defend our national sovereignty, uphold our territorial integrity, to protect our people from injustice, abuses, and other human rights violations, and to provide vital support in times of natural disasters and calamities. It is imperative that they exercise their authority with the utmost respect for the rule of law and ensure that power is never misused for personal benefit, particularly at the expense of our most vulnerable communities. These essential duties underscore the deep trust that Filipino people bestow upon them as they don the uniform. Their impressive leadership records inspire confidence that they will serve with competence, integrity, and honor, embodying the values we cherish as a nation. Mr. Chairman, with these sentiments, I respectfully offer my full support for the confirmation and congratulations to Lieutenant General Edmundo G. Peralta, Vice Admiral Alan M. Javier, Major General Isagani O. Criste, Brigadier General Niceforo M. Diaz Jr., and Brigadier General Rosmawat A. Remo. Mabuhay po kayo. And thank you, Mr. Chair.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, next to second the motion is the gentleman from Marikina, Congressman Marcy Teodoro. I move that he be recognized, Mr. Chairman.
We recognize the gentleman, the former mayor of Marikina,
Mr. Chairman.
Representative Marcy Teodoro.
Mr. Chairman, esteemed colleagues of the Commission on Appointments, I rise today on this August hall not simply to second the motion for the confirmation of the 5 distinguished general officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines whose appointments are now before this commission, but more importantly, to manifest my support to the confirmation of these 5 general officers. These officers have for months awaited the opportunity to appear before us and secure the confirmation that they have earned through decades of dedicated military service. Unfortunately, circumstances beyond their control, particularly the disruptions and extraordinary developments that affected the proceedings of the Senate and consequently the work of this commission, resulted in the deferment of action on their appointments. It bears emphasizing that the delay was never attributable to any deficiency in their qualifications, competence, integrity, or fitness for office. Rather, it was the result of institutional circumstances that prevented the Commission from acting on their appointments within the prescribed period. Today, we are afforded the opportunity to correct that situation. The officers whose confirmations we now consider have collectively devoted decades of their lives to the defense of the Republic. They have served in the front lines of combat operations, led humanitarian and disaster response missions, managed complex military organizations, and helped shape the modernization and professionalization of our armed forces. Their careers reflected the highest ideals of military service: duty, honor, discipline, and patriotism. Throughout their respective assignments, they have demonstrated sound leadership, professional competence, and unwavering loyalty to the Constitution and to the chain of command. In reviewing the records, the Commission staff found no derogatory information that would cast doubt on their qualifications for promotion, their professional accomplishments, performance evaluations, and service clearly established that they possess the experience, maturity, leadership expected of officers entrusted with the rank of general. More importantly, their promotions are not merely personal achievements. They are an affirmation of the merit-based promotion system within the armed forces and a recognition of the sacrifices made not only by these officers, but also, more importantly, by their families who have stood beside them throughout the years of service to the nation. Mr. Chairman, the Armed Forces of the Philippines continues to face evolving challenges, from territorial defense and maritime security concerns to disaster response and emerging security threats. At a time when our military institutions require experienced and capable leaders, it is imperative that deserving officers receive the confirmation necessary to fully discharge the responsibilities of their offices. The confirmations of these 5 general officers will strengthen the leadership structure of the armed forces and send a clear message that professionalism, competence, and faithful service are recognized and rewarded by this commission. For these reasons, and considering their exemplary records, unquestioned integrity, and valuable contributions to our country, I respectfully manifest my support, my full support, for the confirmation of the appointments of these 5 general officers. Let us finally give them the confirmation that circumstances previously denied them, but which their service to the Republic has long deserved. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Congressman Marcy.
Mr. Chairman, Senators Zubiri, Go, and this representation, together with Representative Paulo Ortega, Representative Wilfredo Enverga, Representative Mercedes Alvarez wishes to submit his or her and their seconding speeches in writing to be incorporated in the journal of today's session. I just put that on record.
So recorded.
Mr. Chairman, the Vice Chairperson of this commission, Congressman Ramon Gico Jr., wanted to be recognized. I move that he be recognized, Mr.
We recognize the Vice Chairperson,
Good
Congressman
afternoon,
Guico.
Mr. Chair, esteemed colleagues. I rise for the confirmation of the ad interim appointments of the flag and senior officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines under the Department of National Defense. Their years of service and proven competence in their respective fields demonstrate the professionalism and dedication required of those entrusted with leadership in the armed forces. In light of their qualifications, I second the motion confirming the ad interim appointments of the flag and senior officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines under the Department of National Defense. Thank you and mabuhay po kayo.
Thank you very much, Congressman Guico.
Mr. Chairman, last but not the least, may we recognize the Assistant Minority Leader of this commission, no other than the gentleman from Isabela, Representative Tony Pet Albano. I move that he be recognized.
We recognize the gentleman from Isabela, Congressman Tony Pet Albano.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, Your Honors, on the part of the minority, we place on record our full and unequivocal support for the confirmation of the 5 generals and flag officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, whose appointments are now under consideration. These officers have rendered long and distinguished service to our nation, and as such, the minority supports the favorable confirmation of their appointments and commends their dedication and sacrifices in service to the Filipino people. Mr. Chair, on the part of the minority and the Filipino people that we represent, we interpose no objection to their confirmation and so move, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Congressman Tony Pet. Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. May we now proceed to consider the recommendation of the Committee on Foreign Affairs on the nominations and ad interim appointments of 85 officials in the Department of Foreign Affairs. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, before we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, may I respectfully move that the letter dated 16 of June 2026 from Assistant Secretary Marford M. Angeles of the Human Resources Management Office, Department of Foreign Affairs, requesting the waiver of personal appearances of 63 officials in the department for the reasons therein stated be approved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I now move that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, Senator Panfilo M. Lacson. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
We recognize the gentleman from Cavite, Senator Panfilo Lacson.
Thank you, Mr. President. May this representation ask for your kind consideration to yield the floor to the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, Representative Tony Pet Albano. I'm currently under the weather due to continuing stress since May 11 up to last night. So please forgive me, Mr. Chairman, and I already asked the permission of Tony Pet Albano to deliver the sponsorship. Thank you.
I commiserate with you, Senator Lacson. Like you, I'm also under extreme stress since May 11. So thank you very much. We recognize Congressman Tony Pet Albano.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I am here to distress everyone anyway. Mr. Chair, I would like to make an omnibus motion to recommend to the Commission the confirmation of the ad interim appointments of 82 officers of the Department of Foreign Affairs, consisting of 5 officers who are promoted to the rank of Chief of Mission, Class 1, and 9 officers promoted to the rank of Chief of Mission Class 2, and 12 officers promoted to the rank of Career Minister, and 24 officers promoted to the rank of Foreign Service Officer Class 1, and 32 officers promoted to the rank of Foreign Service Officer Class 2. Namely, Mr. Chair, the nominations are Josel Francisco, 85 officials of the Department of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Chair. I stand corrected.
Okay.
The people are Josel Francisco Ignacio, Chief of Mission Class 2.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, approved.
Senen Tiemsin Mangalile, Chief of Mission Class 2, as Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the Kingdom of Cambodia.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, approved.
Noel Mangawang Novicio, Class of Mission Class 2, as non-resident ambassador to the Republic of Kiribati, the Republic of Nauru, Independent State of Samoa, Kingdom of Tonga, Tuvalu, and the Republic of Vanuatu, in addition to being Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the Republic of Fiji.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, approved.
And Chief of Mission Class 1, namely Edgar Barario Badajos, Robespierre Livelo Bolivar, Emilio Torres Fernandez, Ann Jalando On Luis, and Zaldi Bayanin Patron.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, approved.
And for the confirmation of Chief of Mission Class 2, namely Lea Victoria Trinidad Carada, Lena Aileen C. De Dios Sison, Noemi Tan Diaz, Maria Luella Chang Duarte, Ambrosio Brian Fruto Enciso III, Jesus Enrique Guanzon Garcia II, Emmanuel Donato Koch Guzman, Mary Luck Santos Sicarte, Brian Dexter Burgos Lao, and Career Ministers Rapunzel Aglipay Acop, Nomer Blevens Ado II, Azela G. Arumpak Marte, Brian Gestillo Baguio, Lily Ann Cheng, Ria Eugenio Gorospe, Christine Margaret Mendiola Malang. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Majority Leader, are there any manifestations or speeches?
Mr. Chairman, some of our colleagues would like to second the motion by giving their seconding speeches. May we recognize Representative Lani Mercado, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, we recognize Congressman Lani Mercado.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Distinguished colleagues of this commission, I rise to manifest my full support for the confirmation of the appointments of our distinguished career diplomats. We live in a world where countries are more connected than ever. What happens in one part of the world can quickly affect the lives of Filipinos here at home. The recent global oil crisis reminds us that events beyond our borders can influence the prices we pay, the cost of transportation, and the everyday lives of our people. This is why the work of our diplomats is so important. While our soldiers defend our sovereignty on the front lines, our diplomats defend our national interests across negotiating tables, international organizations, and foreign capitals. Their work often happens away from the public eye, yet their efforts open doors for trade and investment, protect the welfare of Filipino overseas workers, strengthen our partnerships with other nations, and help prevent conflicts through dialogue. Tahimik mang ituring ang kanilang gawain, malaki ang kontribusyon nila sa ating bansa. As they take on greater responsibilities, we remind our diplomats that wherever they may serve, they carry not only the Philippine flag, but also the hopes and aspirations of the Filipino people. Sa bawat pakikipag-ugnayan, unahin sana nila ang kapakanan ng ating bayan. To our career diplomats, thank you for your dedication and faithful service. Congratulations on your well-deserved promotions. We wish you continued success as you serve our country with integrity, professionalism, and patriotism. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Congresswoman Lani Mercado. I believe that Congressman Tony Pet has have some more confirmations to manifest.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I beg your indulgence. It was just given to me that the list is not complete, and so I would like to reiterate that other confirmations are Mary Joy Balecer Ramirez, Annalyn De Leon Ratonel, Joylyn Espinosa Santos, Rodney Sumage, Rogelio Villanueva Jr., in the Foreign Service Officer Class 1, Milen Acosta, Catherine Alpay, Jacqueline Arquisa, Mark Penigno, Marian Bringas, Christiansen Cabahug, Benjamin Celedio, Jonathan Chua, Stephanie Cruz, Jonel Domingo, Von Ryan Ferreira, Jan Gomez, Ana Marie Guerra, Charlson Hermosura, Anwar Ito, Elaine Laruan Hernandez, Andrea Lazaro, Lemuel Lopez, Nadine Morales, Jet Olfato, Elizabeth Ramos, Judy Razon, Noel Rodriguez, John Paul Tapia Somonte, Foreign Service Officer Class 2, Filonila Arguelles, Bien Alfaro, Sheila Andales, Bea Antonio, Jorge Arjona, Jeremiah Atento, Jeffrey Batak, Ana Briones, Lizelle Kaasi, Miko Kabatingan, Roel Kasaklang, Christy Conta, Paulo Ebora, Jackie Lugan, Ligano, Emily Garcia, Maria Guarano, Hannah Go, Ramona Jose Bulicer, Aaron Lozada, Maria Lia Magtibay, Jose Angelo Manuel, Louis Merced, Jose Mastajo, Reisha Olivario, Jacqueline Limong, Rosa Pareja, Liza Cuarteros, Mary Quintos, Francis Torres, Maria Flor de Liza Tuiza, Marisa Rosauro Rinkler. I submit, Mr. Chair, the additional nominees for confirmation in this nomination.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, approved. Any more manifestations?
Yes, Mr. President, may we
Leader?
acknowledge, give the floor to the gentleman from Marikina, Congressman Marcy Teodoro.
We recognize Congressman Marcy Teodoro.
Mr. Chairman, esteemed colleagues of the Commission on Appointments, I rise today to second the motion for the confirmation and to manifest my support to the following chiefs of mission, career ministers, and foreign service officers who have been appointed. These distinguished officials have dedicated many years of their professional lives to the advancement of Philippine foreign policy, the protection of our nationals overseas, and strengthening of our country's relations with the international community. Their appointments are not merely recognitions of tenure, but acknowledgments of competence, integrity, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to public service. Throughout their respective careers in the Foreign Service, They have represented the Filipino people with dignity and honor in various diplomatic posts and assignments here and abroad. At a time when the Philippines continues to navigate complex global challenges, including geopolitical tensions, economic recovery, migration concerns, trade relations, and the welfare of the millions of overseas Filipinos, we require seasoned diplomats who possess institutional knowledge, sound judgment, and deep understanding of international relations. The nominees before us embody, or the appointees before us, embody these qualities. Their collective experience reflects the strength and professionalism of our career Foreign Service Corps. They have worked tirelessly to uphold Philippine interests, promote constructive engagement with other nations, attract opportunities for economic cooperation, and ensure that the voice of the Philippines remains respected in the global arena. Equally important, these officials have demonstrated loyalty to the Constitution, fidelity to duty, and adherence to the highest ethical standards expected of members of the diplomatic service. Mabuhay po kayo sa Department of Foreign Affairs at maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Congressman Marcy.
Mr. Chairman, Representatives Paulo Ortega, Wilfredo Enverga, Mercedes Alvarez, and Senators Zubiri, Go, and this representation wishes to submit our seconding speeches in writing to be incorporated in the journal of today's session. In this regard, may I move that the written seconding speeches of the other members as manifested on the floor likewise be incorporated in the journal of today's session. Oh, I failed to mention also the Vice Chairperson of this commission, Representative Ramon Gico Jr. So moved.
Yes. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman, at this juncture and on the part of the minority, may we recognize the distinguished gentleman, Representative Alan T.
We recognize the gentleman from Isabela, Congressman Alan T.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, on the part of the minority, we support and interpose no objection to the confirmation of the appointments of 85 officials of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman.
The manifestation of the Minority Leader is duly noted.
Mr. Chairman, at this juncture and there being no other matters to discuss, I move to adjourn.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The session is hereby adjourned. May we request the confirmed guests to ascend the rostrum for their picture taking. Muntik na tayong nagka-problema. Mayra. Muntik na tayo okay. Yes, kasama natin.
Gusto ko pa na siguro kami.
Dito pa kayo. Kasi naman, 5 lang sila. Para
Check, check, check. Sound check.